I think I'm entitled.
You want answers!
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work. When you go to church. When you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I want to play an excerpt from the Charlie Kirk show that was just uploaded to the Charlie Kirk channel a couple hours ago. And before I play this, I just want to say, and I want to ask you, but in my years, in my short time on this earth, I've seen loved ones grieve the loss of a friend, of a family member, and I've seen them grieve in different situations, never in an outright tragic situation like this, but I've seen them grieve in situations where the death of the friend or family member was expected. And I've never seen anyone pull their emotions together so quickly, so completely, to the point where it looks like they're resuming the regular, unscheduled joys of life, let alone seeing somebody recover this quickly from such a public, horrific assassination, supposedly unexpected assassination. I want you to examine with me the life as usual reaction and actions of Erika Kirk on the Charlie Kirk broadcast today.
To say that your life has been a whirlwind would be the understatement of the century. And to make time for Charlie's audience and to speak to them, I know that they can't wait to hear from you, and just to see you in this room probably means a lot to them. And you've been up against so much, and you've been doing an incredible, incredible job. The number of messages I've heard just complimenting you and your dignity and your poise and your strength has been overwhelming. And yeah, we're just so glad you're here.
No, I'm grateful. I mean, I know we talked about this. We prayed on it. We really tried to discern properly how to go about the next few stages and steps of everything. And we've been very intentional in a way that always keeps Charlie first and his dreams alive and his legacy going. And what's so beautiful is to see all of you step in and do that. And so part of the reason why I agreed to come on, because this is not going to be a forever thing of me being on hosting the show, was because I gave assurance to people that Turning Point USA is continuing, and it is. I mean, we are so blessed to have more work than we even could ever dream of. I mean, it's beautiful, and Turning Point Action, full steam ahead, so powerful. All of the other programs within Turning Point USA, everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone has their marching orders, and the show, when we talked about this, became very intimate for me because
I mean, look at this face. As of the recording of this video, we're only 16 days out from a supposedly brutal, horrific assassination of the love of her life, of the father of her two children. And she's acting like it kind of didn't happen. Are we going to hear about the Romanian angels situation? Are we going to hear her address what some people are saying, that she's been banned from Romania for a certain thing that people are accusing her of? 16 days out. I would expect this maybe from somebody 16 months out. But I have grandparents, and I know people, and you probably do too, that still mourn the loss of a loved one who wasn't taken during a horrific assassination or some kind of unexpected accident. Something where maybe a loved one was struggling with cancer for a couple years, going through chemotherapy, and the doctor's like, well, get your things in order because so-and-so only has 6 months or 12 months. And even after that, you don't recover like this. Even after preparing yourself 16 days out from the actual demise of the individual that you say you love, am I tripping? Or is this as bizarre to you as it is to me? We'll go with a little bit more here.
I was there from the beginning of all of it.
And I just want to say, if you look in the comments section, people are like, oh, Erika, you're so strong. We miss Charlie so much. Thank you for continuing with TPUSA, and thank you for uploading and posting videos to Charlie's channel. Hardly any are calling her out for, and I'm not calling her out. I am just questioning what the frick is going on here. This doesn't seem very genuine. And when you couple that with the fact of how they were acting during the TPUSA/State Farm government promotion of the left versus right paradigm lie during Charlie Kirk's memorial service.
Could I ask Erika, please come out? Erika, please come out. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much, and good luck. God be with you. Thank you.
It's all just a little bizarre.
I'll never forget 2020 when literally the world stood still, and Charlie and I would go hiking every morning. And we would just talk about what life, the crazy things going on. And we came home from one of our hikes that season, and my mom pulled him aside in the kitchen.
Look at this guy.
And
look at this guy just smiling. Is this Duper's Delight? What's going on? Are we being psyoped here?
And she goes, honey, they had a very good relationship. My mom and Charlie were best friends. We joked around that. I know. We joked around that he was the favorite child. But she loved him, still loves him. And she said, you know what, honey? She said, God has blessed you with an amazing voice. And you will be the Rush Limbaugh of your generation. And 2 days later, you and him engaged in conversations about the show and about the podcast.
Well, it was, hey, we're going to be doing about 5 more episodes a week now. So just tell the team and make sure that happens.
3 hours of this, 2 more hours of podcasting.
Yeah.
Like and he ran with that and the team ran with it. And to see the Charlie Kirk show grow from that moment until now has been so humbling and beautiful. And he loved every single day. He read every email.
Yeah.
I know you guys have said that so many times, but I can vouch for that because there were times where he would forward me some of the emails that he would get and he wouldn't even say anything. He would just forward the email. And to me, it was almost like an extended form of family where you guys were the pulse point of and the connection point of Turning Point USA, TP Action, the Charlie Kirk Show. It was a triple threat. And the audience was the master and main component of that. Because Charlie and the Charlie Kirk Show is not just a show.
Yeah.
It has a movement attached to it. It has the youth movement attached to it. And so for Charlie, the audience was a barometer of what do we need to be focusing on? The audience is brilliant. How many times did a listener send in something and say, hey, this is going on. You need to dig deeper in this or check this out. And Charlie's show became and still is, and I'm going to get there in a second, but Charlie's show became the North Star for freedom of speech, but in a way where when he spoke and whatever came across his desk or whatever he put on the air was right.
It's just crazy. I'm kind of speechless when I think about what's going on and what they could be lying to us about and all the deception involved in this Charlie Kirk assassination. If you missed my last video about the predictive programming that happened in the 1998 film Snake Eyes that has, just nothing but coincidences regarding this Charlie Kirk assassination. And now we've got the Give, Send, and Go with nearly $5.5 million given by poor people to a bunch of frickin' well-connected millionaires. And this is enough money to pay off the Charlie Kirk mansion, the $5.2 to $5.5 million mansion, giving millionaires truckloads of money and watching these multimillionaires react in a way that I've never seen normal people act in my life with regard to the loss of a loved one. This is all just very mind-blowing. And that is the intent of any good psychological operation. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you want to support this channel, you can do it for free. Just like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification icon. And I do not know what to say about this. I'll see you in the next
Rick Santoro. Hello, Richard Santoro. Ricky! And I am the king!
You got to admit, there are a lot of strange things associated with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, not the least of which is the storyline for the 1998 movie Snake Eyes, starring Nicolas Cage. I guess we could start with the favored triangle hand sign all these people love to display. The subtitle for the Snake Eyes movie poster is "Believe Everything Except Your Eyes." The story centers around a high-profile boxing match that takes place in Trump's Taj Mahal in Atlantic City on September 19th. Now, a lot of people out there are saying this is September 10th, but if you slow the movie down, you can see that it's the 19th. But we're going to get back to that in a second. The underdog in this boxing match is Lincoln Tyler, who has the nickname The Executioner. Tyler, who's in debt to the casino owned by Trump, throws the fight to create a distraction for the successful assassination of U.S. Defense Secretary Charles Kirkland. Of all places on his body, the sniper shoots Charles Kirkland in the neck. The assassin turns out to be a Navy officer who's protecting a lucrative but faulty missile defense system deal for a corrupt defense contractor. Turns out Charles Kirkland was about to expose the system's flaws, and he had to be eliminated. Now, another piece to this that a lot of people aren't talking about is the fact that there's a hurricane in the movie that serves as a significant atmospheric plot device which enhances the tension and chaos of the story. The name of the hurricane is Jezebel. Now, the similarities and parallels are obvious. Charles Kirkland sounds a lot like Charlie Kirk. Both Charles Kirkland and Charlie Kirk were shot in the neck. The assassination of Charles Kirkland took place on September 19th. 9 + 1 is 10, and Charlie Kirk was assassinated on September 10th. The boxing match was promoted by and took place in Donald Trump's casino and featured a fighter who was an underdog. Charlie Kirk, who was known as a fighter for freedom, was an underdog on liberal campuses. He was also known for verbal matches of ideas and lived his political life promoting none other than Donald Trump. Now, the movie's called Snake Eyes, and Trump made it very clear that you knew damn well that he was a snake before you took him in.
You knew damn well I was a snake before you took me in.
Lincoln Tyler, the executioner, threw the fight as a distraction for the assassination. And it sure looks like Tyler Robinson is currently serving as a distraction for Charlie Kirk's real assassin. Just as Charles Kirkland was about to expose defense contractor corruption, Charlie Kirk was becoming increasingly critical of Israel, who we supply with a lot of defense contractor hardware.
If Bibi Netanyahu, if he does something I don't like, and if I criticize it, am I like a bad Christian?
Absolutely not.
What I find strange is that we're able to criticize the American government sometimes in the Christian world with more freedom than the Israeli government. To be pro-Israel means you believe in the nation of Israel, not necessarily the government of Israel. You're a bad Christian if you have a question about a foreign government.
Right.
That creates backlash that I don't think people understand.
And just as a hurricane loomed throughout the movie Snake Eyes, 2 weeks before the assassination of the leader of Turning Point USA, a leftist website of witches was said to have placed a curse on Charlie Kirk. The name of the group is Jezebel.
I learned when I was out in Arizona last week that 2 weeks before Charlie Kirk was assassinated, the far-left website Jezebel declared that it had a mission to cast bad luck or a curse on Charlie. They wanted to hurt him in some way. They declared, quote, if the far-right misogynist with a bad haircut wants to villainize independent women, Jezebel is more than happy to be the hag of his nightmares. And they went on to the website Etsy, yes, Etsy, to, quote, cast a curse on him. The website known for making arts and crafts on demand will happily cast a hex through its witches, who you can hire, on someone if you ask them to. Erika and Charlie Kirk heard about these curses. And that news genuinely rattled Erika in particular. She knew Christian teaching on the subject. She loved Charlie, absolutely. And she was scared when she heard of the curses Jezebel had called up. So much so that she and Charlie contacted a friend who I believe she said was a Catholic priest, but definitely a friend, and asked him to come over and pray with them over Charlie the night before he was murdered. She eventually worked it through, and so did Charlie. That, as she later told me, weapons will form but not prosper.
And to add to the insanity and symbolism of these seemingly coincidental events, Charlie Kirk was shot at the centerpiece of what looks exactly like a 9-candle menorah. The candle in the center of the menorah, often called the shamash, meaning servant or helper in Hebrew, serves a special role. In a traditional Hanukkah menorah, which has 9 branches, the shamash is typically elevated or set apart from the other 8 candles. It's lit first and used to kindle the other candles on each night of Hanukkah, symbolizing its role as the helper candle. The shamash does not count among the 8 candles that represent the 8 days of Hanukkah, which is supposed to commemorate the miracle of the oil lasting 8 days in the rededication of the Second Temple. Instead, this middle candle facilitates the ritual by providing the flame to light the others, ensuring the menorah's light is used for illumination and not for practical purposes in keeping with Jewish law. Charlie lived his political life promoting Old Snake Eyes.
Take me in, O tender woman, sighed the vicious snake.
My question to you is, do you think all this symbolism is just meaningless? Is it accidental? Are movies like Snake Eyes coincidental? When they openly took out a guy wearing a freedom shirt, were they really trying to send a message to all Americans? Does anybody really think all these wealthy globalist elites are on our side? Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Global Thought Police in the comments section below. If you want to support this channel, you can do it for absolutely free. Just like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell notification icon. Remember, freedom is dangerous. It's scary. It's unpredictable. But the only thing more dangerous, scary, and unpredictable is not having freedom. I will see you in the next video.